this is a ham and cheese sandwich that is going to have a ton of flavor because it has a mixture on the inside and a mixture on the outside before it gets heated up. So I have here some challah bread that I had made with some everything seasoning on it, which is a good start for flavor right there. And then a mixture here of mayonnaise and mustard, whole grain mustard, or you can use Dijon, some smoked ham, and some shredded, you can use Swiss, Gruyere, Monterey Jack. And the first thing that I'm going to do is mix up equal parts mayonnaise and mustard. Now there's a lot of times I've made this and people have said, oh, can you skip this? And I really encourage you to not skip it and try it, because the mustard adds a little bit of zing that you can't not have. You gotta have it. You gotta do it. You gotta just try it. So I'm mixing that up, and on the inside of each sandwich, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of this spread. And as you run out, it's really not amounts, you know, it's just a sandwich. We don't have to go crazy on measurements. You just want to make sure that you have enough for each. Okay, so on the inside you're going to put a piece of ham. A lot of the time I don't make it with this. I make it with the hearty white bread or country style bread. Potato bread's really good. And you're going to go ahead and put your cheese in there. And the next step is what really takes it over the top. Okay, so you're going to get that in there and try to press that in as much as possible. I really usually like to do sliced cheese, but I didn't have any, so I grated this up. So the next step, after all that gets done, is a custard mixture. So here I have on a sheet pan, which is my favorite way to do this process, 2 eggs, some milk, salt, and pepper. I'm going to whisk this up, dip the sandwiches in them, and then fry them in a little bit of butter like a grilled cheese. Okay, so if you noticed, I was, because I'm using the grated cheese instead of sliced cheese, I stuck it in between the ham so it wasn't spilling all over the place. So I have my eggs and my milk. Okay. Dipping one side and then flipping. One side and then flip. Now as they sit, they soak it up, so I'm going to turn it one more time. I can already feel that they've gotten soft. I wouldn't use plain white bread for this. You definitely want something that is a little stale or is thicker. Like I said, a lot of the time I use that hearty, it says hearty sandwich bread, just something thick and sturdy, because you know it is going to sit in this custard here. And if I feel like this one's still a little tough, I'm going to turn that. I'm going to do the one that was soaking first. Make sure it's good. And I do want to press this and kind of get everything to meld together. Trying to keep one clean hand, one egg hand. And you could make this lighter by using light mayonnaise, fat-free milk, which I had here, and you could use egg beaters. You can get a low-calorie Swiss to do this with. And you could even do this with turkey instead of ham. Now because I absolutely have no patience for waiting things in the pan, what I usually do is just get a little color. I keep the pan a little hotter than I normally would, and I finish the cooking in the oven. So I have my oven on 275, no higher than 300. I'm gonna finish the cooking in there. Right here, what I'm using for is just the browning in the butter, and I'm gonna finish cooking this all the way through in the oven. And it keeps everything warm while I'm making the rest of my sandwiches. These are out of the oven. They smell great. I lost a little bit of cheese here on some of them because, like I said, I'm using that grated cheese instead of the slices. But I'm gonna scoop that up and try to get it back in there. In addition to saving some time in the pan, they don't burn in the oven, and you can make sure, safety first, that they reach a safe internal temperature.